Oh, hello guys. I starting this live stream with 11 people in the live and 11 likes. That's when World War I did, 11/11. I'm doing this video now because I got bombarded with messages, even from friends from England who are not into the illusion stuff, asking me my thoughts on the EuroVision. And I saw that performance from the girl from Ireland. And I just said, that is a witch performing inside of a pentagram, casting spells on the audience. And there's no other way around it. It's not a conspiracy. The whole thing about crown the witch. It was kind of mind-blowing. And I spoke to a few other people about it, and they told me it was cool and entertaining, and she's not really a witch. It was just a performance. So there's no getting through to some people. But if she's literally sat in the middle of a pentagram, I keep showing you all the pentagram symbolism in Hollywood and professional sports. Did you guys see the Aston Villa-Liverpool game? 3-3. And Tom Hanks was there, and they said it was a Hollywood ending. And Corona equals 33, and he was the first celebrity to test positive for COVID. That game, guys, was a span of 333 days before Klopp's birthday. It was his 333rd Premier League game, and now Villa have 99 points in all competitions, which is 33 times 3. And when Liverpool won the league, they won with 99 points with Klopp, 33 times 3. So again, for me, I really hope you're seeing these games now and seeing how it is all just black magic. Can somebody give me a woo in the chat? What you just saw with Villa, Liverpool, black magic. EuroVision, black magic. Everything you see in politics at the highest level is black magic. It just is, and it's hard to accept. It really is. It really is. But it's becoming blatant now, and it's time for more of you to start going, okay, maybe I have been fooled my whole life by the devil. Okay? Or black magic, or by man, whatever you want to believe. So, yeah, tsunamis, La Palma predicted and Nemo wins. Right, Charlie, you're talking about tsunamis, right? With Nemo, who won it, who's what, from Switzerland? Now, Bambi Thug, listen to this. Are you ready for this, brother, Charlie? Bambi Thug was the Irish performer. They finish 6. Okay, we know that's the devil's number. All right, they finished 6. But we've got Charlie talking about tsunamis, La Palma predicted, and Nemo wins. Right? Well, the Irish singer, Bambi Thug, she has a song that she released in 2022 called Tsunami. All right, and the length of the song, guys, is 11 minutes and 11 seconds. Because I've done some research. Bambi Thug released a song called Tsunami, and it is 11 minutes and 11 seconds in length. Now tell me how many songs go on for that length. Guys, even the length of these songs is coded. All right? Completely coded. So let me just see your comments, then I'll get into it. Woo! Austin, God bless you. They placed 6 in televoting, 6 in the juries, and 6 overall, 666. Their placement checks out. Benjamin, you do some brilliant work. 666 is the number of the beast in the Bible. It's just up to you if you believe in the word of God. But it is. It's the number of the beast, and it's the number of man. Because God created us on the 6th day. Much love, Ollie. Thank you for everything. God bless you. Already hit that like. I appreciate that. What's up, Liam? Emmanuel, God bless you. Harold, that performance from Bambi Thug was truly disturbing. I turned down the sound as I felt the vibrations were harmful. I listened to that song. I felt the same way. I didn't turn it down. I wanted to listen to it, which probably wasn't a good idea. But the performance alone, without the lyrics, without the beat, without the melody, just that, the imagery of it was satanic. And when you have these celebrities coming out saying they are witches, they're telling you People say part of black magic is revealing the truth in plain sight. When Little Nas X is giving a lap dance to the devil in his music video, he's showing you who he worships, who he adores. He's showing you. It's not entertainment. Or maybe you are entertained by it. Therefore, it is entertainment to you. But it shouldn't be. The UK entry, I can't say that word, Ollie, but I agree, was basically a man in a dress. He comes from Hereford, which is Ollie's hometown, went to the same sixth form college, another six, as me. And his name's Ollie. Glad I didn't watch it. Satan's biggest song contest of the year. EuroVision or Satan's vision, eh? This is just beyond satanic at this point, what we're seeing. I thought Liverpool were going to lose and win their last game, so they won 81 points like Kobe. Yeah, this game was remarkably difficult. So usually when that happens, it is a draw, when there's so many outcomes, like great codes. But a team like Liverpool should not be 3-1 up, 1-66 to win, and not win the game. And have you noticed how many points Aston Villa are on? If you look, I know this is about the EuroVision and I'll focus on the EuroVision, but if you actually look at how many points Aston Villa are on now, as far as I'm aware, they're on 68 points, right? 68 points, and this was the 68th edition of the EuroVision, and Aston Villa's nickname is the Villains. It was the Villains against the Reds today, guys, and it finished 3-3. Which is pretty crazy. Duran scores twice for Villa. Duran, a Birmingham band. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I didn't connect that. Yeah, Duran, a band. So this game likely connected to the EuroVision. And Duran scores 2 goals in 3 minutes. Duran, that's a really good connection. Yeah, Aston Villa's in Birmingham. But guys, why is Tom Hanks at Villa Park? Which, by the way, is Prince William's favourite team. The eldest son of King Charles. That whole game was revolved around the royal family, like a lot of them are. But just, guys, absolutely mental. I know Imani, also known as Mel Crosdale, she was the 1998 contestant for the UK. We used to work together at Derby McDonald's. So, again, there might be an organic element to all of this. I'm not saying everybody who's ever performed at the EuroVision is a Satanist in any way. I'm just talking about this particular performance and what's being promoted now and what's being accepted. One of my friends said this. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Chad. I was speaking to Chad yesterday. He said there's all these bots that follow these rising celebrities and they get a big following, but it's not organic. And then people actually do start to follow them. So their original following wasn't organic. It was bots. It was the media forcing them down your throat. But then, for whatever reason, again, black magic, I don't know, just how we are, human nature, that you do then start liking these. I actually spoke to my dad about this performance. God bless you, Tommy King. I spoke to my dad. You know, I'm trying to get through to my dad. And I said, Dad, did you see the EuroVision? Did you see that performance from the Irish girl? And he was like, yeah, she reminds me of the Cranberries. You know that song Zombie? I'm thinking about The Walking Dead. I'm like, yeah, Dad, but you do know she's a witch, yeah? I don't believe in witches' ads, but she could be, but I don't believe in them. And I'm like, Dad, she was in a pentagram. Yeah, it's pretty creative, wasn't it? So that's my dad who I love, like, so much. And he don't want to believe it. He doesn't want to believe it. And my dad doesn't bet, really. And he went, ads, I put 50p on the Swiss candidate to win at 7-1, I think he told me. I was like, okay, congratulations. So the 133rd day in a non-leap year. Yeah, Pope Francis became the Pope. 133rd day of the year. 13-3, sorry. Which is the 72nd day of the year, and there's 72 goetic demons. So last year, Liverpool singer Rebecca Ferguson performed a Duran Duran song at the EuroVision in Liverpool. Wait, last year's EuroVision was in Liverpool, and I'm telling you this game's connected to the EuroVision, Villa and Liverpool. Wait, I didn't know that. So, no way. The 67th edition, let me look. 67th edition of EuroVision. Guys, I can't watch this show. I don't think they're very talented. Swedish artist Loreen, the overall winner of the event. Having already won the contest in 2012 with her song Euphoria, the Scandinavian singer went on to become the winner 11 years with her song Tattoo, which is a mark. Oh, my word. So you're telling me this. So Jurgen Klopp was born in 67, yeah? Last year's Eurovision Song Contest was in Liverpool, and this game today connected to the Eurovision that we've just had. No way. And do you know the Eurovision is watched by, like, more people watch the Eurovision than they do the Super Bowl? Saying here, 162 million viewers last year. So Aston Villa came in with 67 points. They're now have 68. And the 67th edition of the Eurovision was in Liverpool. 68, I've told you, Hitler died a span of exactly 68 months after World War II began. All the wars, the world wars began in 68, dating emoji pure. I can't believe that last year it was in Liverpool. And somebody called Tattoo, which I told you is a mark. So this Nemo, I know, is a rapper, yeah? He was born in BL, like, sounds like Baal. And he's got the same birthday as Tom Brady, the GOAT. And he was born in 1999, and you flip those nines, it's 666. Remember, the Red Devils won the treble in 1999. They won the treble in Barcelona. They just won today. Switzerland, by the way, as well. So it's from Switzerland. And this nation goes under the radar. And I don't think YouTube are going to like what I'm about to say. Notice Switzerland's flag is similar to Leverkusen's jersey. It's a cross, which I believe is blasphemy to Jesus, which that Eurovision Song Contest was basically blasphemy to Jesus. But Switzerland, they like to say it's neutral. Swiss neutrality is one of the main principles of Switzerland's foreign policy, which dictates that Switzerland is not to be involved in armed force conflicts between other states. Now, maybe because Switzerland, where they have all these meetings in Geneva and the Bilderberg Group, because they're supporting both sides. I actually read this incredible article, and I know it sounds ridiculous, that LUCIFER is located in Switzerland. It was really interesting. Again, that's up for debate. There's no biblical context to it. But that LUCIFER is located in Switzerland. What else is Switzerland known for? Where's that CERN? Is CERN Switzerland? I haven't studied this. I hear everybody talk about CERN because it's to do with nuclear research, isn't it? But where's its location? And again, I think CERN is the devil. Guys, I'm putting together some work which I think is going to be the most life-changing work that I've ever done. It's going to take me about a week to do. So I'm going to keep it to myself for now. Yeah, CERN is in Switzerland. CERN is in Geneva. I'm just Googling it now. The European Organization for Nuclear Research, and then the European Song Contest winner is from Switzerland. And let me ask you this question. I'll tell you, because when I ask questions, guys, first of all, can you hear me clearly? Am I synced up? Just give me a yes there. Am I synced up? You've got to listen, learn, discern. I'm telling you, I think the devil's behind CERN, but I don't want to go too deep into CERN. I'll save that. All right, we're all good. That's perfect. That's awesome. Thank you. So this if you look at Leverkusen again, that has the cross like Switzerland, they signed Granit Xhaka from the Gunners. I've told you Arsenal, Gunners, Cannonball, they connect to war. He left Arsenal to Leverkusen. He's from Switzerland. So I do believe logos, imagery have a big say, symbolism. Anybody who denies symbolism, ask yourself why she was sat inside of a pentagram. Think about the Champions League as well. The Champions League is like, everywhere you look, there's pentagrams. The football is just full of pentagrams. This John Duran who scored for Villa, if we're talking about music, he has the same birthday as Taylor Swift, which is pretty interesting in itself. So, yeah, Switzerland is always seen as being neutral. And it makes you think of all this gender neutral stuff. How can you be gender neutral? Again, sorry, YouTube. I know you can't talk about this stuff, which is frustrating, but it's a pretty fair question. So, yeah, you've got to keep an eye on Switzerland. Let me check Euro 2024. So I will be coding that, guys. Every single game I'm going to look to do. I want to see the teams that qualified. I need to see if Switzerland are there. I can't remember. Switzerland are there. So Switzerland. I've told you all these war teams. Switzerland, Poland, Ukraine, Germany, England, all right, Austria. So many of Hungary, so many of these teams heavily connect to the First and Second World War. And we know this Euros is in Germany and it begins on Donald Trump's 78th birthday. Did you see number 78 scored for Liverpool? Why is a centre half wearing number 78? Somebody. I think the Vatican City telescope is in Switzerland. Wow. Isn't that called Lucifer, Lexis? Don't the Vatican have a telescope called Lucifer? Wait. Let me show you this. I need to show you this. I put the image up. I'm just showing you guys. I believe that Satan is reigning right now and he's revealing himself to the world. And we are living out the end of days. And you have a choice now to either question this and give yourself to Christ. This is how I see it. Or you just brush it off. The Satanism, left, right, and center, the war, the pandemics, the pestilences, the everything that's going on with people's sexuality and their gender and their pronouns, and you're getting every opportunity to start questioning things. And if you're not now, what more do you want? Like, do you know what I mean? I don't know. But let's look at this. This is not a joke. I can't even say this word, which is so unfortunate that I can't say a word. And I don't even actually find this funny. A lot of my friends find it funny, but it isn't funny. I'll read out what it says, but I actually called this. I said we're going to start seeing officials that are T-gender and managers and coaches that are in sports. Well, here we go. Lucy Clark, Lucy, like Lucifer, and Clark, think about Caitlin Clark, who's everywhere. Caitlin Clark, number 22, born in 2002. That's why the Pacers game series is 2-2 with the Knicks, because she plays for Indiana Fever. Fever that you get when we had a pandemic. I saw The Walking Dead where they started getting a fever. Saturday Night Fever with John Travolta, which connects to Greece. And the variants of coronavirus were Alpha, Delta, and Omicron, which are Greek letters of the alphabet. Tom Hanks was just at the Villa game. He supports the Villains. And he was the first celebrity to test positive for corona. And then he moved to Greece. Prince Philip was born in Greece. When he was alive, he said he wanted to come back as a deadly pandemic. Like, I'm gobsmacked. So it says here, Lucy Clark, the world's first openly T-gender referee, has made history by becoming the first T-Rans manager in the top 5 divisions of English women's football. The former referee has taken over at Sutton United. Fabulous. It's not fabulous. And guys, I've warned you for years now. If you want to go down the equality route, you'll be accepting Satanism. And you are. I'm not talking about you guys in the chat. I'm just talking in general. When you go down equality and love is love, at what point do you say, whoa, that's too far? And we're at a point, it's like, no. As long as this person knows the rules, okay, they're not hurting anybody, love is love. It ain't right. It isn't right. There's a 1980s song called Brother Louie, which feminized FTM singing. Just look at the way that, I've told you, Harry Styles is wearing dresses. Think about the way Bowie presented himself. Freddie Mercury, Prince, wearing high heels. All right. This goes back to the 60s. This hasn't happened overnight. Can somebody give me a woo in the chat? Please hit that like button, guys. It's starting to get hot where I live. I live in the desert. That's why I'm doing this. I've even got the air conditioner on, the AC, the Antichrist. This is something that's built up over decades. It's not just come. We're seeing in Hollywood how many Hollywood A-list men, A-listers, have been in movies wearing dresses in the name of entertainment. And it's slowly just programmed us to somewhat accept it. Oh, I've seen this before. And it's like, wear whatever you want to wear. Guys, it's an abomination. Biblically, this is all an abomination, what's going on in the world of celebrity right now. And even if you're not into the Bible, I know a lot of you are not, and I understand that. I wasn't. Step it up a little bit, guys. A lot of people say, yeah, it was so satanic. And you go, wait, do you believe in Satan then? No. So what do you mean it was satanic? And they don't have an answer. They believe things are satanic. And then you literally say, okay, so you do believe in Satan, correct? No. Okay. It's just satanic cults, guys. They worship the pentagram. Satanism is perceived to be extremely evil or wicked. I'm not sure. I also don't believe every Satanist is evil and wicked. I think a lot of them are misled. A lot of them who are part of the LGBTQ, they are Satanists and they're proud of it because they perceive Satanism as just rebelling against social norms. But do as thou wilt, yeah? Little LUCIFER outfit at Coachella. Yeah, didn't he have like a crop top, like red leather, and he came out with a bag? Guys, back in the day, you went to a festival, they were just performing. Can somebody give me a woo? I went to loads. I remember Leeds Festival, right? They came on stage, they just sang. You weren't interested in what they were wearing. They all pretty much, yeah, okay, they had skinny jeans on, which is, again, for me, skinny jeans are for women. You see these guys with massive legs trying to get in skinny jeans. Just get some jeans that fit you. All right? Do you know what I mean? Like Russell Brand was one of the first celebrities, male, to promote skinny jeans and like high heels. I'm sure I've worn them in the past. Because you want to fit in, especially when you're younger. The successful movie called Lucy, starring Scarlett Johansson, which promotes evolution. That is so true. That is very true, yeah. God is very much real. God bless you. Do you know what gives me happiness? Guys, sorry about these commercials. I wish I wasn't monetized on this channel at this point. So I don't make any money from YouTube. And it keeps popping up here. Commercial, commercial. Just so you all know, guys, these commercials ain't helping me. I'm going to see if I can figure out a way to get demonetized. Yeah, I might lose $100 or $70 a month, whatever. Because it's becoming a joke how much commercials. I started watching some of my stuff. Commercial, commercial, commercial. It's like, let me speak, man. Why, man? I sounded like a Geordie then. I don't know what that was all about. Ad block, maybe I need to look into something like that because if they're showing commercials and I'm not making money, then they're just trying to affect my flow whilst I'm doing this stuff. No, Lexis, I completely agree with what you're saying about the T movement. Yeah, this has been around a long time. I believe like the elites that people call them, you're extremely influential, powerful people. Yeah, I believe this has been going on with the gender for centuries and pretty much, yeah, since the beginning of time. Absolutely. Yeah, the way Mike Tyson talks, it's outrageous, guys. And look at the way Mike Tyson walks, if you know anything about anatomy. And then when you start believing in, guys, if you can, this is what I've said about other videos. If you can start comprehending spiritual wickedness, if you know that Baphomet has both male and female genitalia, and you start seeing them doing the Baphomet symbolism everywhere you look, okay, it makes sense that these people can become possessed, and it doesn't matter what their gender was as a child. Because if that demon takes over them, that demon is capable of so many incredible feats that the average male or female person cannot perform. But when they're possessed, all right, it's like, whoa, it makes sense. It really don't matter about the gender if it's possession. I don't think the spirit has a gender, does it? The flesh has a gender because God created us male and female to reproduce. The spirit doesn't have a gender. If that demonic spirit enters, and it's more likely going to enter a body that once was male then became female or vice versa, because Baphomet has both genitalia and it has a goat head. These celebrities are the goats. They're called goats. And like I said, the one who won the EuroVision literally has the same birthday as Tom Brady. Was born exactly 22 years after Brady, and the book of Revelation has 22 chapters. Satanic equals 22. So everything seems to be done by a code. And this Nemo guy looks a lot like the actor. What's his name? I think he looks like the guy who played Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody. What's his name? Again, I don't really keep up with Hollywood. I don't watch many things. What was the guy who played Freddie Mercury in Bohemian Rhapsody? I'm just looking at images of this guy who won Eurovision. Similar look. Rami Malek. Is there a similar look, or am I reaching here? Maybe it's just his teeth. Or maybe it's certain images. Some of them, like... So, I'm sure this guy was a normal lad. I've seen something with a girl that I know, incredible singer, incredibly talented. She got signed by a record label and she's changed, completely changed the way that she speaks, the way she dresses, her music, her mindset. It's not the same girl. And I'm not going to say it breaks my heart. You can't break your heart. I don't know where that expression came from. How can you break a muscle? But this record label has absolutely destroyed her. She's not the same girl. And that's in a year and a half. So I do believe, remember, when we look biblically, guys, again, I know some of you are not into this, just let it go. 1 Peter 5:8, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. So what I see here with this winner of the Eurovision and also the girl who was blatantly a witch, Satan's devoured them. We need to pray for them. They've been devoured. Think about like The Walking Dead, when those walkers start, and they're just devouring the human. Okay, I know that's physical, but this is what Satan does. I think he devoured Little Nas X. And it might look like he isn't, because he gives them fame and fortune and prestige and wealth. But look at these NBA players. When they arrive at the stadiums now in dresses and pink high-heeled shoes, 6'7". All right, yes, you're on ESPN. Whoa, you had a 30-point game. Hey, you hit the game-winning shot, but you're still being devoured. And you're being used by the devil. And it's spiritual, guys. This ain't a joke anymore. Same with the stuff that I've done about Taylor Swift. It ain't a joke. She performs witchcraft at her concerts. This is very real. And Lucifer, guys, the Lord of the dance, Lord of music. Have you guys watched the show Lucifer? Anybody give me a woo in the chat? Have you ever watched the show Lucifer? 6 seasons. He was amazing on the piano. Okay, he was an incredible musician. He'll say, what is your deepest, darkest desire? All right? And he can give you it. Okay, he can get inside your head if you allow him to. And again, this stuff can't be ignored. Now, Bambi Ray Robinson sounds like Sugar Ray Robinson. Is anybody born Bambi? It makes me think of Bambi from the Disney movie. We know that was a very, very tragic movie. Has anybody seen Bambi? But who's born Bambi? I've never come across a girl in my life called Bambi. Guys, let me get my charger. Please hit the like button if you haven't already. I've got about another 40 minutes where I can do this. I'll read all your comments out. I need to go get my charger. I just saw my battery's 12%. All right, I'm good. I don't have to move now. I just got my 36th like, and Bambi was born on 3/6. And the Beast of Revelation reigns for 3 years and 6 months. And 666 is the 36 triangular number. So this Bambi being born on 3/6, and she finished 6, correct? She finished 6, this Bambi. And the square root of 36 is 6 because it's 6 times 6. So I've said for a while that I believe talent shows, EuroVision is technically a talent show, is predetermined. And I'm sure you have to pay to vote. I think I said this when I was a kid. I didn't believe it, that it was genuine. And it's the same with X Factor and American Idol. It's already been determined who's winning. So a little bit of advice, if you still watch those shows and you call in and you're paying, I don't know what they charge, 20p, 50 cents to make you vote, I'd probably stop doing it because it don't mean anything. It's kind of like you vote. When you're voting, it's already determined who's the next president of the US for me. I might be wrong about it, but for me, it's already determined. Tommy Fury's daughter is called Bambi? Are you serious? Because he's got a fight coming up, hasn't he? Is it this Saturday? So yeah, the movie Bambi, most people that have seen it, they cried. They cried from watching it. And Bambi was about environmental issues as well. And we've got everything right now with climate change. So I always think about the movie The Lion King, which is, again, Jesus Christ is the Lion of Judah and the King of Kings. When you think about a lion and a king, you think about that movie. Think about the circle of life. I'm working on something at the moment, which I'm not going to reveal yet. But Elton John, he sung that, didn't he? The Circle of Life. And he was straight and then became gay. Who is there? Elton John, George Michael. Guys, what is it? What is it with these performers? And it's not all of them. I ain't gonna say it's all of them. Why do they often have 2 male names? Elton John. George Michael. All right. I'm sure you could give me a lot more. There's so many examples of it. And you're like, who's given them this name? Remember, your name, guys, is anointed. Your birth name. It's why Satan changes the names of these celebrities. Okay? He changes their name. What Satan does, he takes your identity. He takes your identity, which is why right now Satan's reigning, in my opinion, and so many people don't know their sexual orientation, what pronoun they are, what gender they are, what their religious beliefs are, what their political beliefs are. People don't know who they are because Satan takes your identity. And that's what he's done with these EuroVision performers. Okay? They might have had God-given talent and then get exploited. I don't know. I don't know enough about these people. But Bambi Ray Robinson, known by their stage name Bambi Thug, is an Irish singer-songwriter. Like you got to think about like the Celtics and the witchcraft. They are known to mix numerous genres in their music, coining their own term, Ouija pop, out of disdain for being put into one genre. Ouija pop. Like Ouija? Like a Ouija board. Like, which again, a Ouija board is, Ouija is the origin of evil. All right, there's a movie called Ouija Origin of Evil, which came out in 2016, which is 666 plus 666 plus 666 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6. It's the year Trump was voted in as president. There's literally a movie called Ouija. All right, and the Ouija board is this spirit board. Or some people call it a witch board. So this band is saying they go by Ouija pop. So basically in your face witchcraft then. And you're gonna call this song Doomsday Blue. All right. Doomsday. Have you been keeping up with the doomsday clock? Has anybody been keeping an eye on that? The doomsday clock. That we're approaching the end of days. I'm crazy for saying all of this, yet there's a doomsday clock. And this song's called Doomsday Blue. Shall we take a look at the lyrics, guys? Yeah, Ouija boards are being seen as cool now. Like this upcoming generation, or Israel did well in the EuroVision as well. I didn't know that. Bambi and all Disney movies traumatized children with death and sexual symbolism. Yeah, I've seen videos on it. It's quite remarkable. Have you seen Club 33 at Disneyland, the VIP club? It's called Club 33. Does Greta Thunberg seem like a normal child? No. No. But again, Greta's being used by the devil to push climate change on the youth. How dare you ruin my dreams? All right, so it had basically kids attacking their parents because of Greta. And her first name, which is not a real name, is an anagram of great, like the Great Reset. Okay, that's why she's involved with the World Economic Forum. She took a private jet to give a speech about climate change. Are you hearing me, guys? This is the world we live in. A climate change activist is taking a private jet to give a speech about climate change. It's like, well, how else was she going to get there? Do it online, Greta. In the digital world that we're living in, give your speech online. How dare you get a private jet? God bless you, O'Malley. So I'm going to look into these lyrics. I didn't pay much attention to the lyrics. I was too engrossed and disturbed by the performance of this Doomsday Blues song by Bambi Thug. So again, I'm not going to sing it. I don't even know how it goes. Avada Kedavra, I speak to destroy. The feelings I have, I cannot avoid. So Satan's known as the destroyer and the father of lies. Through twisted tongues, a hex deployed on you, that all the pretties in your bed escape your hands and make you sad. And all the things you wish you had, you'd lose. I know you're living a lie. I see the scars in your eyes. I know you're living a lie. How many times do I tell you, you can judge a person by their eyes? And a lot of these celebrities, just look at their eyes. You'll find them smiling all the time. If you look in the eyes, they're completely broken. They are living a lie. I guess you'd rather have a star than the moon. Think about like the Hollywood stars that they get. I guess I always overestimate you. Who do all the things that you do? I'm down in my doomsday blues. And I want to know what the blue is. The song ends with blue, 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 blue. Avada Kedavra, I speak to destroy. You had that song by Eiffel 65, I'm Blue. And the avatars were blue. If you watch the movie The Avatar, they're blue. The Democrat Party's blue. Are they coming to destroy America again? If Trump doesn't get voted in, it's the Democrats, the blue. I don't know what this blue fascination is. If anybody can help me, the Smurfs were blue, brilliant. I don't know what the blue is. Man City just won the treble. They wear blue. They're called the Sky Blues, I think. Blue blood, yeah, that's true. The Blue Lodge of Freemasonry, that's brilliant as well. Wait! Did the band Blue, do you remember the band Blue? Didn't they sing at EuroVision? This is ringing a bell, guys. There was a band called Blue. They had like a song called All Rise and Breathe Easy. They were very popular. There was a band called Blue, and I'm sure they performed at the EuroVision. And they did. A song called I Can. 2011 UK entry, and it was in Germany. Look, oh my word, guys, listen to this. Do you remember the band Blue? Yeah, can somebody give me a woo? Yeah, the St. Louis Blues. Yeah, when you're feeling blue, it means depressed, doesn't it? You know the idiom, you're feeling blue? It means that you're feeling depressed. There's a band called Blue. And they must have had like 5 or 6 top 10 songs in England. Operation Bluebeam, wow. Is it brilliant stuff? Now, you know I said, guys, please hit the like button. This next comment is brilliant. Please hit the like. Oh man, my armpits are sweating. Look at those bad boys. Guys, it's so hot. I'm dripping. I can't take my shirt off though. I was just talking about the 2 male names of so many of these celebrities. It's quite remarkable. And I was just looking at the band Blue, because we're talking about Blue with this girl's song. And then I was like, wait, Blue performed at the Eurovision. That was in 2011 in Germany, the England-Germany, the war. Now, the 2 main singers from Blue, Lee Ryan. All right, Lee Ryan. There's your 2 male names. And then the other one called Duncan James. Like, I think there were 4 of them in the band. I think one was called Anthony and the other one, I can't remember. I think his name was Simon. I can't remember. You can correct me. I think I'm right. To have 2 of them in a band that both have those male names is so... So remember when I went through that England squad, the golden generation? Michael Owen, 2 male names. David James, John Terry, Ashley Cole, Steven Gerrard, There was like half of the team had the 2 male names, and it was our golden generation. Gary Neville, there's people called Neville. And I was like, why is there so many of them? Porn is associated with blue. I didn't know that. It was Simon Webb. Simon Webb, you're correct, yeah. And who won it that year? I don't know who won it. I don't know. But yeah, that just got me thinking with blue. And that Eiffel 65 song, guys, was so popular. It was one of those songs where you were like, why do I like this song so much? It's absolutely ridiculous. Why do I like this song so much? Do you know Euro 2024, there's going to be 239, tournament statistics, matches played. Can't be 239 games played. Is that all time? At the Euros, there's been 239 games played. Or was that in the qualifying? I don't know. It's just that connects to the Pope and King Charles. Guys, when I code this Euros, you're going to be blown away. It's gonna tell us where the world's going. So I'm going to read this article. Let me read this article. Let's see what it's saying. This is what these articles do. They twist it all. Yeah, Jake Paul, his brother Logan Paul. They just came out of nowhere, didn't they? They came out of nowhere. Michael Jordan, Chris Paul, Piers Morgan. Guys, you're going to... Robbie Williams. Yeah, kind of. I see where you're coming from. I don't think anyone's called Williams, but I know what you're saying. There's so many. If you just think about it, there's so many of them. It's kind of insane. But I'm going to read this article. Ireland's Bambi Thug accused of satanic act at EuroVision 2024. Number one, isn't it a fact that it was satanic? Like, accusation, like, it was a satanic ritual. Mike Tyson, Mark Owen. Yeah, Mark Owen was in Take That. Very feminine. Guys, I've done this before. And again, please don't record me. But I remember when I was younger, Take That was the band. When I was in middle school, Take That was the band. And I've told you, I was at middle school. News came out that Take That had broke up. Every girl in my class cried. And I'm like, why are they crying? But maybe for me, it would have been if, like, a iconic footballer died when I was wrapped up in it. I might have cried as a teenage kid. I don't know. But they're all crying. And a few years ago, I looked at the Take That music videos, which I never paid attention to when I was a kid. And these are weak men. I don't care how many muscles they have or six packs, but it was like, could it be magic now? Now I know my heart. And you're like, they're so feminine. And I didn't catch on that. So again, even growing up in the 90s where people are, oh, it's the golden generation. That's when it was all so real and legit and everything was organic. No, Take That were all feminine. All right, super feminine. And NSYNC and Backstreet Boys and pushing all of that. Guys, it's just what the devil does. He runs the show in music, in movies, in football. That's why you got David Beckham to promote Brul Cream and bring out aftershaves or perfumes and wear strongs. And he devours these people to lead us to him and away from God. Oh, there's one more. Oh, geez. Ireland's act during Eurovision performed by artist Bambi Thug drew mixed reactions from the fans. The non-binary singer, right, there we go. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. That's become a thing. Thank you. I'd never heard of the term non-binary. Have you guys? This is honest YouTube. Don't attack me. I'd never heard of non-binary until maybe 2022 for me. I'd not heard of it. I see there's non-binary restrooms now in England, and I'm like, what is that? Like, what is it? You can't just claim to be something that doesn't exist. Non-binary may identify as both male and female, or neither male or female. Can you not see that this is mocking the word of God? All right. When it literally says in Genesis 1:27, so God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him, male and female, created he them. He created male and female. You don't pick your gender. And that's what this person's doing. And it's ridiculous that we're accepting this. And it's mocking God. That's what all of this comes down to. The whole performance was mocking God and glorifying the devil. The non-binary singer performed a satanic ritual live on the competition stage, showing them screaming from inside a circle. It was a pentagram, guys, surrounded by candles, which again connects to witchcraft. Many on the internet were shocked by the song, yet others called it a well aesthetically produced number. Ireland's act during EuroVision performed by artist Bambi Thug drew mixed reaction from the fans. Okay. Should there be mixed reaction here? Or should we all be flat out saying, this is satanic? Now listen to this. Irish singer Bambi Thug, row with EuroVision deepens after pro-Palestine star accuses bosses of not supporting them after Israeli TV branded their semi-final performance as satanic. You're telling me this wasn't one huge satanic agenda? Can't they just perform? Give me some woos in the chat, guys. Can't we just watch a talent show where they sing and we don't have to talk about Palestine or Israel? Can't they just sing and we go, okay, this girl's gifted. She deserves to win. Like, why do we have to bring in agendas? Why do we have to know that she's non-binary? Can't we just hear her voice? But no, it's political, and politics is the devil. It's these principalities that we hear of in the Bible. Principalities is the modern day politics at the highest level, not your local politics where some of them are genuine. They care about their village or their city. All right, I'm talking about presidents, prime ministers. All right, that level. So the winning song was called Decoded. I don't know. Was it? Let's look. Let's look at Nemo. Nemo is the first non-binary winner of the contest. So Nemo's non-binary as well. So the Irish performer's non-binary and the winner. Guys, don't you feel for kids? Guys, if you have kids, God bless you. It's hard for me, who was an old teacher, who's friends with nearly every kid that I taught. And you go on the Instagram and they go in by pronouns and non-binary. They don't even know what it means. And I do believe it's the responsibility of the parent to sit down with them. This is where you need the Bible. Because when you don't have it, guys, you're just going to want the best for your kid. Whatever makes my kid happy. And Satan's going to devour your children. And he is. Do you remember that parade where they said, we're coming for your children? It's on YouTube. We're coming for your children. We're coming for your children. With the rainbow flags. And remember, God's covenant with Noah was a rainbow. That he would never flood the earth again. Notice after Man United, the Red Devils lost to Arsenal. Rain came down heavily right after the final whistle. Rain. And now the rainbow is the LGBTQ flag. Can you not see this? Guys, it's just in your, it's in your face now. It's in your face. Please forget about me as well. Don't be like, oh, I'm not going to give Illusion the benefit of the doubt. That guy's arrogant, cocky. Last thing I want to do is to make his head any bigger. Guys, it ain't about me. I really care. I want you to see what is going on. That EuroVision Song Contest was the work of the devil, not the work of man. Okay? It was the work of the devil. Lucifer was cast out of heaven to earth like a lightning bolt with a third of the angels to earth. They're here. They are amongst us. We just can't see them. But you could clearly witness demonic possession with these performers. For the ones that I saw anyway. So, yeah, it was called Decoded. Guys, my job is like the code. Gematria, the code. I'm a coder, people call me. So the winning song was called Decoded. Think about the Matrix movie. Which wasn't the Matrix released in 1999? So the winner. Oh my word, guys! Listen to this. This has just hit me. This has just hit me. So the guy who won it, or can I say guy because he's non-binary? Yeah, the guy who won it. He was born in 1999. He just won the EuroVision in 2024. By the way, he's 24 years old. He's just won. Oh my word! He's just won the EuroVision Song Contest with a song called Decoded, and he was born the same year The Matrix was released. Guys, please hit the like button. That is mental. I'll have to say that one more time. This guy who won EuroVision, Nemo, was born the same year The Matrix was released, 1999, and he's just won the EuroVision with a song called Decoded. The Matrix is this code. It's ones and zeros. That's what the Matrix is. It's made up of ones and zeros. It's a code, isn't it? Guys, our reality is coded. And I've told you, the devil's behind it. Guys, I've got 0 likes. Guys, can you see this? Oh, I missed it. I got 0 likes. That is the second time. I literally said the Matrix is ones and zeros, and I swear on my life it came up 0 likes when I just said the Matrix is ones and zeros and we're living in a Matrix. I promise you, I just tried to screenshot it, but I missed it by a few seconds. And I won't get this excited. It's not something you can make up. It popped up 0 as I talked about the Matrix being ones and zeros. 0 likes, that's YouTube deleting your likes. Yeah, that must be what they do. I saw that. And by the way, guys, in the Bible, the demons go by pronouns. Did you know that? Yeah, Neds, I agree with you. This is modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. And in the Bible, it says right before the second coming of Christ, we're going to have the second coming of the days of Noah, which was Sodom and Gomorrah. So God flooded the earth, destroyed everybody but 8 people. He saw grace in Noah and his family. And Jesus is going to come and burn. He's going to set the world on fire. So we'll set the world on fire. I can't remember who sung that, but that was really popular. And that's why they're pushing climate change and all of that, thinking that it's man. No, these are all just warnings from God. Jesus will return. He's going to set the world on fire. He's going to have fire in his eyes. This is in the Bible. This ain't me talking. Your son's name's Noah. I think Noah's a beautiful name. I think Noah is a very beautiful name. Remember Trevor Noah? He's hosted the recent Emmy Awards. Literally, his last name's Noah. He's everywhere. He's all over Hollywood. No, Negan, wait until you see what I'm going to do about Satan and God. This world that we live in, I'm writing a new book. Guys, can you give me a woo? It's going to take me a while. Who knows with me? I can pound stuff out. I'm writing a new book, which is going to be called The Infiltration of Creation. I'm going to show you God's creation, how it all came about in Genesis, and how the devil, since the fall of man, has infiltrated every single aspect of creation. Everything. I don't know how long this is going to take me. If I'm being truly guided by the Spirit, I could pound it out. I would quit coaching for 2 weeks, take a break, and get it done. But every single thing within this realm has been infiltrated by the devil, and that includes the numbers. Satan didn't invent numbers. Okay? In the Bible, the fourth book of the Bible is Numbers. Satan didn't invent numbers. He has infiltrated the code and numbers. He has. He knows the power of numbers, the power of scripture, the power of symbols. But look, we have a cross. What does Satanists have? They have an inverted cross. All right? So he takes what is God's and he reverses it. Why do you think we're seeing all of this with gender right now? All right? Think about it. Why, like the Bible told us, what is evil is now perceived to be good or cool. This is all what the Bible said would happen. It's happening now. Oh my word, Imagine. That is insane. No, this isn't my work. This ain't my work. I can't pronounce this guy's name. Guys, can you hit the like button for this guy? Have you seen what he's just found? This ain't me. The winning song was by a guy called Nemo. In reverse is Omen. And Omen is about Damien, who got possessed by the Antichrist. The movie Omen, Damien Thorne was born 6/6/66 in the movie Omen. Okay? Which 6/6/66 is when Donald Trump's grandmother died, Elizabeth Christ Trump. She died 6/6/66, the year the Church of Satan was founded. This guy who's won the EuroVision, this ain't me. I can't pronounce his name. My bad. All right? Amadej. Great name, mate. He's just said Nemo is Omen in reverse. Think about Finding Nemo, what we find in the Antichrist. They just remade the Omen movie. So, guys, when you say it's all entertainment, it's all Hollywood, when you come to terms with Satan runs Hollywood, your life will make more sense. My website will help you see through the illusion, which is the devil. He has infiltrated everything, and he's cunning. Right, guys, listen to this commentary I heard yesterday. Was it yesterday? Brunson. All right? There's a woman commentator, all right, which is becoming a thing now in sports, which was never a thing for me growing up. Again, here we go, is sexist. Anything with ist is the devil. All right? Ist, ick, ism, that's the devil. I've told you all of that. Trust me, it is. It's where you're not allowed to say anything that goes against the devil's agenda. So he puts labels on everything. That's what he does. All right? But the fact is, when I grew up, there wasn't women commentators. There wasn't women referees and all of that. It's all changing now. Okay? I'm just saying, when I grew up, I'm speaking the truth. There wasn't. I'm not saying they can't do it and all of that, but I'm kind of gobsmacked with that Omen find. That is a special find, brother. Like, who's called Nemo? Who calls the child Nemo? Yeah, the Nemo goldfish is orange like Trump. That's genius as well. Oh, yeah, I was talking about Brunson, yeah? And they were saying, Brunson, he's not the fastest. He's not the strongest. He's not the tallest. He's not even the best shooter. But what I'll tell you about Brunson, he is crafty and he's mastered his craft. Witchcraft. And they laughed. And the other guy was like, you couldn't have said it any better. He is very crafty, isn't he? And they both laughed. That tells me those commentators know. And I think Brunson's father has the same birthday as Donald Trump. And that's why Brunson's playing for New York, where Trump was born. And he's having the season of his life. They literally said, he ain't the fastest, he ain't the strongest, he ain't the tallest, he's not even the best shooter. But my word, he's mastered his craft and he's crafty. I'm like, craft. And they laughed, guys. There's nothing funny about that. That isn't funny. That sounded like two commentators that knew that they were mocking the audience. They ain't mocking me. Can somebody give me a woo in the chat? They ain't mocking me because I have spiritual discernment. All glory to God comes from him. I would never have caught that 3 or 4 years ago. I would never have even caught the crafty. I would have not even caught them laughing. All right. I'd just be like, good for him, man. All right. Good for him. Because he's about 6 foot, isn't he? And all of a sudden, he's unbelievable. It's all his code right now. It's why players can be amazing and then disappear or have an amazing year. The reason why Jokic is doing so well, he has every war number. That's why I said he would win 3 MVPs, which he has done. Because he's Serbian, and it was a Serbian who assassinated Franz Ferdinand, which began and triggered World War I. It's why Luka's doing so well, because he's from Eastern Europe. It's all connected to war. Or maybe it isn't. Maybe we just have these Eastern Europeans all coming through at the same time and being the best players in the league. Well, that wasn't a thing when I was in the US. The best players were all Americans, not Eastern Europeans in the NBA. So that Bambi finished 6th in the jury vote, 6th in the public vote, and 6th overall. Yeah, somebody told me that. It's quite remarkable. Doesn't get more blatant than that for a 666. And this Bambi Thug literally has a song called Ritual. She has a song called Ritual, guys. And I told you she has a song called Tsunami, which is 11 minutes and 11 seconds. Check it out. Bambi Thug, Ritual. How often do we use that word in this community? I want to see the Code's lyrics. Can I find them? I'm not going to read them all. I just want to see if anything stands out. I broke the code. Now I found paradise. I went to hell and back to find myself on track. I broke the code. Is this serious? I went to hell and back to find myself on track. I broke the code. Or did you give yourself to the devil? So this guy who won it said he went to hell and back. Think about the song, I'm on the highway to hell. That's not something you should be taking pride in. It's all a stage, yeah? Yep. The devil's behind the curtain. So yeah, 68th edition. Now, guys, if you've been watching me, I just need a few more woos. If you've been watching me, remember Man City won the 68th edition of the European Cup with a 68th minute winning goal last year. And Pep got his 337th point, the 68th prime. That's why I said if City win the league, it's 6 and 8 in Premier League titles. I'm not saying that it's going to happen. I don't know. I'm not Mystic Meg. But you can see why I like the 68. And can I show you this? For all the people that are saying, this guy is so genuine. No, he's not. Where is he? Cat Williams. Most watched interview in YouTube history, 68 million views. Now, this Cat Williams, guys, he talks about the Baphomet. He knows so much about the Baphomet because he's still worshipping Baphomet. All right. And as for this guy next to him who was involved with the NBA, it's another one. Guys, I told you 68 million views. And that cat's like talking about Jesus. He's still being pushed by Hollywood, guys. He's still being pushed by Hollywood. whether you like it or not. Guys, you've got to realize now that YouTube and Netflix is just as big as the cinema. Can I get a woo in the chat again? A double woo from Weefy Man. Netflix and YouTube is as big and influential than going to the movies now. A lot of people have stopped going to the movies. So 68 million people watched that interview. I can't even get 100 likes. 68 million. And this guy's genuine, guys. Look, he's calling out Satan. He's saying Hollywood's satanic. So did Ricky Gervais. And he's still out there in Hollywood. So did Macaulay Culkin. He just accepted his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. They're telling us stuff we all know. And they're preparing us for the Antichrist. And his Jesus Christ is the Antichrist, guys. Last week, a hockey commentator predicted a game-winning overtime goal after a puck bouncing off the board, leading to a breakaway seconds before it happened. It happens so often. Sky Sports tell you what's going to happen. If you go on their website, it's like, I think there's going to be a late winning goal in this one. What do you think? And then there's a late winning goal. Yeah, off the board. What, the witch board? These players can't know they're under possession. They're being used. Same with singers. Some of them will be doing satanic rituals, summoning demons. A lot of them have no idea. So if you're saying to yourself, like, there's no way all these hockey players are satanic and they're raising families, and I know a few of them and they're cool people. They might be. But I think when they're in the arena is when the demons come out. Let me tell you this. I've got to go soon, guys. I've got to coach. It's red hot. Watch the movie Space Jam. Watch the movie Space Jam. Give me a woo if you've seen the movie Space Jam. I'm only going to talk about a specific scene. Has anybody seen Space Jam? It was originally with Michael Jordan, then we got the one with LeBron James. Yeah? Space Jam. If you watch the original Space Jam, there's these little demons inside of the stadium. They're in the audience, right? And they decide to possess NBA players like Charles Barkley, who's now a pundit, isn't he? And he is a funny guy, but he's been seen wearing dresses many times. Is he funny? Is Shaquille O'Neal funny? Yeah. But guys, Shaquille O'Neal's an open Freemason as well with his ring. He's probably high ranking. But in Space Jam, if you watch the movie, rewatch it, the NBA players got possessed and they didn't know. They didn't know. They knew something was a bit weird, but yes, it's a movie. Remember, the movies often tell us the truth. But ultimately, these NBA players were playing a normal game of basketball and got possessed. That's why it's a game of possession. Can I get a woo? Sorry if I keep saying, can I get a woo? It's probably annoying, you know. I'll calm down on it. I realize I'm saying it a lot. But basketball's a game of possession. How did the Pacers beat the Knicks by 32 points yesterday? How did they win by 32 against the second seed New York Knicks? Keep justifying it. Bad calls from the officials, injuries, missed threes. Come on, let's stop. Let's stop with it now. It's witchcraft, yeah? So when I tell you guys that these players are possessed, I'm not telling you all that they've actively given themselves to Satan. I think I would be moronic to believe that every single successful person that we've ever come across actively was a Satanist. I think some of them are, some openly are. I think many of them are being used. I think Satan knows our numbers from birth as well. The numbers are huge, guys. So let me check this guy. Let me check his birthday and do the span of when he was born. Or maybe just from his recent birthday. So where's your birthday, Nemo? Or should we say So 68th edition. The final was the 11th of May, yeah? It was the 11th of May. And when did we say his birthday was? I don't think I've seen it. I said it was 1999. Did I find his birthday? I've got to find him again. I got too many tabs open, guys. All right, he was born in 1999. I want his birthday. Look, guys, I wish I could share my screen to show you what he's wearing. In 2016, Neymar became famous overnight. Hashtag Cypher. Is it, guys, is there a character in the Matrix called Cypher? Are secondary school sports also coded? Here's how I see it, MCS. Let me ask you this. Do you believe Satan cares about secondary school sports? That's my first question. Just tune in to say thanks for being so consistent. Thank you so much, Heir to the Throne. Okay, is everything coded? Yeah, everything has a numerical code. Everything that exists has a numerical code. It can't be denied. Nobody will be able to tell you any different. But do you think Satan cares about what goes on in a secondary school football game? This is my take on it. I don't believe he cares. I believe when you're playing at secondary school or in the park, I believe there is an organic element to this world. Now, when I told everybody that Satan is involved with college sports in America, I got laughed at. They were like, there's no way, this is college. There's 50, 60,000 people watching some of these games at college in America. All right, think about like the Rose Bowl, March Madness. Satan is involved there. There's energy there. There's worship there. Okay? There's a lot of gambling involved. So Satan will be actively involved. It's all on the media, the mainstream. It's televised. It's being broadcasted around the world. For me, with demons, I believe demons want to be worshipped. Lucifer was cast out of heaven because he wanted to be like the Most High. He wanted to be equal to God. That's why equality is being pushed. He was cast out because of his pride. That's why Pride Month's being pushed. Can I get an amen? If you agree with me. All right? Now, I believe demons want to be worshipped. So they want to be at these events like EuroVision where there's millions of people watching. They want to be at the Super Bowl. That's why all the halftime shows are satanic. They want to be at the Olympics. They know there's eyes. They want to be worshipped. And I don't think demons are involved at a middle school football game. I think it's genuine people, human beings. And more often than not, the best team will win at middle school. When I played for my middle school, we were head and shoulders better than every other team. We didn't lose games. I don't think it was the code. I don't believe it's because me and a guy called Adam Tomlinson, we'd scored like 2 or 3 goals every game. I don't believe it was our numbers behind it. We were just 2 brilliant footballers who together, we had a great partnership. So is everything coded? What's one of my favorite words? Give me a woo if you know this. I've just said give me a woo again. That's one of my favorite words. I said it about coding. There's levels. There's great coders. There's mediocre coders. There's coders in the middle. There's A-list celebrities. There's Z-list celebrities. There's presidents and prime ministers. There's local councillors. Okay? There's Ivy League schools and there's your regular public schools. There's levels to it all. Sometimes we categorize a certain industry or topic. All pro sports, every sport is satanic. No, I think at the highest level, the devil's running them. I don't believe if you're watching a local performance of a girl who's on stage performing in front of 50 people, I don't think you can compare that to Broadway in Los Angeles. for me. This is the way I see it. You can't compare the EuroVision Song Contest with a local talent show and say, well, it's a talent show, it must be all satanic. I don't believe it's that straightforward. Gamer 2, for me, I don't believe your vote means anything with the EuroVision. Who crowned? Wasn't it the Irish singer that crowned Nemo? I believe. All right, I'll tell you this. This is a possibility. There's a possibility that it was already determined who was winning the EuroVision, but the winner didn't know he was going to win. Can somebody give me an amen if that makes sense? I believe it's predetermined. Same with who wins the Euros, the World Cup, the presidential election, all right, an Oscar. I believe it's predetermined. That doesn't mean the people that win knew, which would explain why they're genuinely ecstatic or shocked when they win. So I believe it's predetermined. That doesn't mean Nemo knew he was going to win. Maybe you knew. Maybe you didn't. But I think, like that Liverpool-Villa game, I think it was destined to be 3-3. I don't personally believe all the players knew. I wouldn't be shocked if the coaches are witches or whatever you want to call them, warlocks, wizards. I think the coaches know. I think Jurgen Klopp knew it was going 3-3. I think Unai Emery knew it would be 3-3. I think Tom Hanks knew it was going to be 3-3. I think the owners knew it was going to be 3-3. I don't think the players knew. This is opinion, though. So, like Dirk, you might believe Nemo knew. He will never know those things. It's just to believe that all these people are actors. Today, an Aston Villa player missed a chance from 1 yard. They said it was the biggest miss in a decade. He looked devastated. And I don't know how he missed. My friend sent me the video. I don't know how he missed at that level. I don't think a fifth grader would have missed that chance, but he missed. And you look at them and they're genuinely like, how did I miss? Or where they score an unbelievable goal and they're like, oh my word, what did I just do? It's genuine shock. It's like, what have I just done? But then people like Beyonce says, when I'm on stage, I become Sasha Fierce, I become possessed. Beyonce knows that she's given herself to demons for fame and fortune. Jay-Z knows. Now, can we compare Jay-Z with a local rapper from England? I don't think so. Look at this from Sky Sports. Oh, you can't see it. You couldn't write this as a script, and it went to Tom Hanks when the game became 3-3. Are we set up for a Hollywood turnaround from his side? Why does Tom Hanks support Aston Villa? Why does Prince William support Aston Villa when he's from London? Yeah, I remember when Diana Ross missed. So it's like there's a lot of questions to be had. I think he sent me the video. Oh, here. I'm going to have to mute it because you... Now, they can talk about that all day. I'm going to show you again. This is the Premier League. If a Sunday League striker who was completely pissed out of his head from the night before missed that, you'd be like, what is going on? This is Premier League. Two teams that were in the top four. Let me show you it again. For me, this is absolutely mind-blowing. And I've told you guys, it finished 3-3, a span of exactly 333 days before Klopp's birthday. No, after his birthday. This was his 333rd Premier League game. And 33.3% of the angels were cast out of heaven. And when Liverpool won the league, They ended the season with 3 draws and 3 losses and 99 points, which is 33 times 3. So Klopp's last ever away game for Liverpool finished 3-3. Now, remember when I coded them to win the FA Cup 33 years after the Hillsborough disaster? Remember the 2005 Champions League final? 3-3 with AC Milan, the miracle in Istanbul. Remember their 3-3 against West Ham in the FA Cup final? Gerrard, you all remember this? 33, Anfield equals 33. 33-degree Freemason founded Liverpool, and he also founded Everton. I just know all this stuff. Let's watch this again. Then I've got to go. That can't be missed. I saw in this game, offside goals, Watkins offside, Nunes offside, Elliott offside, players missing sitter after sitter after sitter. Something not right. There's something not right, guys. Sylvester Stallone supports Everton. Just all ritualistic. VL Jones, if you look at US presidents, nearly all of them come from the same bloodline. And that's not a conspiracy. They're open to it. The majority of US presidents, I'll do a video about it, they have the same bloodline. So, do you have any codes surrounding Plymouth Argyle? Yes, Harold. Check out my website, brother, for a month. I've coded Plymouth. I've coded Plymouth and why they got promoted last year. And the Pilgrims, are they called the Pilgrims? Plymouth? Yeah, I coded why Plymouth and Ipswich went up. It was to do with the Bible. Ipswich's logo is a white horse, in it, which the Antichrist rides on a white horse. Ipswich just got back-to-back promotions, which nobody expected. Everybody expected them to go up from League One, not to the Premier League the year after. May 13th equals 67 and 68. Aston Villa had 67 points before the game, and with a draw of 68. Yeah, bro, we just had the 67th edition of the EuroVision in Liverpool, and we've just had the 68th edition. It's mental that this game connected to the Eurovision Song Contest. Ex-Zambian footballer said that the day before a match, small creatures made by witches play a match at the same venue, and the result of that match is how the game will end. If there's one continent that reveals black magic in football, guys, it's Africa. They spray all of this powder. They spray it on the goal so that there's no way of a ball passing past it. They put dead bats behind the goal. So in Africa, guys, they're doing witchcraft. So your Manes, your Drogbas, your Yaya Toures that come to England, they've got there because of witchcraft. How did Yaya Toure and Kolo Toure both play together at Man City? 2 kids from Ivory Coast, complete poverty. Yet they had those unbelievable careers. They play in the Premier League together. It just don't make sense without witchcraft. Yeah, Tom Hanks did star in the Da Vinci Code. That guy who's just won with Eurovision, The Code, born the year The Matrix was released, became famous because of a song called Cypher. And I'm sure there's a character in The Matrix called Cypher. You have ciphers in gematria, like base ciphers. And so, guys, my girlfriend's African. She's very familiar with witchcraft in sports. They use it a lot. Thank you, Harold. Guys, what I'm saying, I know I don't know everything. That's God. He's omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient. But guys, come on. The stuff I've showed you over 4 years. If you're new to my channel, just please go back and watch. I cannot believe the winner of the Eurovision was born exactly 22 years after Tom Brady, who's the GOAT, and the Baphomet has a goat's head. And all your icons are called the goats. They're all goats, aren't they? It's Baphomet. This is Baphomet worship. Becky Lynch, the man, her jacket is a Baphomet jacket. If you don't know who Becky Lynch is, Google Baphomet jacket. Calls herself the man. Truth in plain sight. Remember Tom Hanks when he tested positive for corona and he had the typewriter on Instagram? The typewriter brand was called Corona. Where was he? I think he was in Australia, wasn't he? I'm just shocked an Australian didn't score. Tom Brady involved with Birmingham City. They finished with 50 goals and 50 points. They got relegated, didn't they? Satanic equals 50, so does Brady. Yeah, Brady invests in Birmingham. They started off really well and got relegated. That was a shock, Birmingham getting relegated. Portsmouth badge star and crescent connected to Babylon. Absolutely brilliant dash and drive. If you start studying the logos, look at Man United's, guys. When you wear a Man United jersey, you're wearing the devil on your heart. The devil's on your heart. So it's just stuff we haven't processed. I think we're living out revelation, which means the revelation of Jesus Christ. That's why I believe so much is being revealed. A lot's being revealed. It's just not a lot of people want to believe it. All right? People play along with lies, don't they? If you're a parent and you're still telling your kids that the tooth fairy exists, you're playing along with the lie. If you tell them that Father Christmas exists, you're playing along with the lie. And it's no different to all this stuff in Hollywood. Denying the Satanism, you're living a lie. You're not in the truth. Remember when Villa beat Liverpool 7-2 a few years ago when Liverpool were unbelievable, the best team in the world at the time? And Villa beat them 7-2. The 72 Goetic Demons. I want you to start looking at body language. All right? Because you start seeing some of these players. When you see the body language, I sometimes feel like they know and they're like, what have I done? Liverpool, by the way, now are on 10 draws and 4 losses. And this 7-2 game, where they got beat 7-2, was on 10-4. You did see Grealish just got a £666 fine. Can somebody give me a woo? Jack Grealish got a £666 fine. All right, and Jack Grealish obviously played for Villa. Look at the hair. So, you know what, guys? Can you hit the like right before I go? You can support me by going on my website, by purchasing my books, hitting the like button. All right? Satan's trying to make it hard for me. He's attacking me in so many ways that you won't believe. All right? He's trying to take away my motivation to do these videos. You will not believe. But I push through because I have the armor of God, and I believe we're living out the end of days. Sorry if that scares you. I think that, like I said, the doomsday clock is about to hit midnight. That's why Taylor Swift's album Midnights did well at the 66 Grammys. Revelation's the final book of the Bible. It's the 66th book, 22 chapters. Taylor Swift has a song called I'm Feeling 22. When I talk about the devil, I lose my voice. So just look out for these numbers, like these jersey numbers in football. Now, who's going to win City Spurs? Let's look into it. Everyone's going to tell you it's City. It's whatever the code is. It's whatever the devil wants it to be at this point. So don't get wrapped up in it's the talent. It's a gimme. It really isn't. If it was, Liverpool wouldn't blow a 3-1 lead with 5 minutes left, would they? All right, with Van Dijk and Alisson, like best goalie in the world, Alisson, best centre half, Van Dijk. You don't blow a 3-1 lead. It just shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen, but it's happening. Because There's a code. I think demons are behind it. I think some of the celebrities and the stars know it. When Cole Palmer does that, all right, that's Aleister Crowley, who was an occultist, a black magician, a Satanist, and his whole symbol was that. And that's what Cole Palmer is doing. And he'll tell you, I don't know, his favorite movie is X-Men. He'll say it's Deadpool. I don't know. Satan's crafty, is cunning, especially to those that lack discernment. All right, that's just the reality, and it's no hit on those people. I was one of those people who would call somebody like me crazy. Absolutely. But something is not right with the world. And I'm just glad that I see it. Even this Taylor Swift album, she has to have an eye covered, which connects to Horus, the Egyptian goddess they worship. There's an eye covered. Like they do it so often, cover one eye, and I think it connects to the Antichrist. I don't know what that's all about. I would love the commentators to say, what's he doing? Like, what is he doing? Or when they get interviewed at the end, can you explain your celebration? Like, why are you pointing to your temple? Hey, bro, why are you doing the Baphomet? Why are they all doing this? That's not natural. If anybody can tell me that is natural, you're lying. It's not a natural pose. So, yeah. One-eyed symbolism. What is that? What is that? What is that? And I've told you this Premier League logo is mocking Jesus. Jesus Christ is the King of Kings and is the Lion of Judah. All right? The Premier League logo is a lion with a crown on its head. In the Bible, Jesus is a lion. All right? Crowned. And that's why at the EuroVision, they had to crown him. Crown the witch. It was the crowning of the Antichrist, guys. Donut's not Illuminati. It is not. He uses that to expose the Illuminati. Okay, that's what he's doing. Guys, here's something you all have to understand before I go. Here's something that you all have to understand. Doing what we do, right, as influencers, Satan's the great influencer on this earth. We have to, I don't do it as much as most people. Because the stuff I talk about, most people get offended. They don't want to hear what I have to say. I don't appease certain religions or belief systems. I speak from the heart. You all know that? Can I get an amen? You know I speak from the heart. And I always have done. But if you are a content creator and you're trying to make a living out of it and you're trying to build your following, then marketing-wise and logically, you're going to do things that catch people's attention. Whether it's the symbolism Donut uses, his titles, all right? He needs to do that to bring people in. Unless you're a content creator, you have no idea how hard it is to get a following and establish one. Now, if Donut has the one-eyed symbolism, it doesn't mean he's Illuminati. Let's stop with that. People like me and Donut are not Illuminati. We're nobodies in regards to the mainstream. If you start seeing Donut on the red carpet and is walking down it with DiCaprio, call out Donut. Same with me. So as a content creator, like my intro, the one eye to open up your eye to the world, an 8th grader did it. He literally said, your content is amazing, but your presentation is terrible, Mr. Adam. Let me make you an intro and an outro. I said, okay, do whatever you want. And I am still being targeted as being Illuminati because of an intro that an 8th grader did, because I'm not very good with technology. And I think it's a cool intro. So what I would say with Donut, whether you like him or not, I like him. He's a friend. It actually is a friend. I had a drink with him, chilled with him, sat down with him, face to face. All right? Listen to what he's saying. Listen to what he's saying and then take as you wish with what he's saying. I'm just saying, these celebrations are strange. They're strange. And they're being used not just as celebrations. Politicians are doing this type of stuff. Hollywood stars. What? It's not like Will Smith just banged in a hat trick for Liverpool. They're putting up these same signs. So we say it's a celebration, but who are they celebrating? Who are they honoring? I don't know. All right, cheers, Sabas. Much love to you. And like I said, I don't think they're all Satanists, but I think they're being used by Satan. I don't believe God needs to be glorified through the Premier League. I think Satan does. What about the 2 Leeds fans that got stabbed? Shows you that professional football, guys, it's just toxic. The idolatry, the fans, stabbings, gambling, division, how it can change your mood if your team wins and loses. It's just, that's not God. That's the devil. Can I get an amen before I go? I think professional sports is the devil. And I think pro sports lead you away from God. And they have you worshipping Satan through man. And I don't think all the man's aware that they're working for the devil. I don't think they... If you look at the LGBTQ community, what they're doing is an abomination to God. I don't believe that they're willingly worshipping Satan, but there's a handful of them in that community that will walk around saying, "Hail Satan," and have Baphomet shirts. That doesn't mean the whole community are Satan worshippers, but there's a handful of them. And it's the same in pro sports and the world of entertainment and politics. There's a handful that are actively Satanists, and there's so many that are worshipping Satan without knowing it. Okay? And that's what I think is going on in our world. They're actually giving their energy and time and faith in what is satanic and not in what is good, like the word of God. I spoke to my brother Tom. I can't believe I'm still going here because I might be late for my class. My brother Tom, I love to bits, is the one who's just bought the Bible a few weeks ago. And I asked him, I think he's the most honest kid I know. Call him a kid, he's like 25, 26. I said, bro, are you reading the Bible? He's like, not really. I'm like, why? He's like, he speaks like this. To be fair, lads, think about it. I'm up at 6. He's a great lad. He might think I'm taking piss, but this is exactly how he sounds. Get up at 6, and then I've got to work 9 till 6. Really hard, strenuous work. I come home, play a game of 5-a-side with the boys, get home at 10, shower, I have my tea, put on TV for 30 minutes, and go to bed. I don't have time and desire to sit down and read the Bible. I'll just be honest with you. And I'm like, bro, 100% understand it. I said, I'm there for you if you want anything, any guidance, any knowledge, any wisdom. All right, I'll sit down with you as long as you want. But it is true. This system is designed to destroy. And Satan is the destroyer of the Bible. That's why in these lyrics, with that witch, she talks about straight away in the opening line about in the Doomsday Blues, she's saying, I speak to destroy. I speak to destroy. Words are powerful, guys. Words are really powerful. They cut like a knife. They can make your day. They can break you. 2 letters. I've said this before. Will you marry me? No. That one word, 2 letters, has just destroyed what you thought your future was going to be. Guilty, not guilty. Those words, just powerful, man. And words, that's why Satan uses music. He uses these influencers and politicians. Got to be careful who you're listening to, what you're listening to, and what you're reading. I'm telling you guys, when I listen to gospel music, I feel great. This is me. If I listened to gospel music 3 years ago, I'd turn it off after a minute. I would say, what is this? All right, give me something with a beat. Like, give me something that makes me want to move. Now I listen to gospel music. I love it. So just think about what you're listening to. It's why I turned down going to Tiesto, VIP tickets Tiesto for free. I didn't want to be around it. I think Tiesto is not honoring God, is it? So who's he honoring? One of my friends said this: if it's not from God, it's from the devil. It's a brilliant mindset. If it's not of God, it's of the devil. I don't think Tiesto is glorifying God in his music. So there'll be something within his music that is doing something to my frequencies. And I know when I used to listen to electro music, you're going to laugh at me here. All right. You are going to laugh at me. When I listen to electro music, I don't even want to say the word. Shall I say it? Give me a word, I'll say it. Then I've definitely got to go. It's a word that it reminds me of being like a kid, like when I'm 14. If I went out to like an all-night rave and there was electro music, it got me horny. Just a funny word, horny, like devil horns. So when I was around electro music, it made me want to drink a lot more as well and dance. There's nothing wrong with dancing, I don't think. But I got horny. Electro music did something. It stimulated me. It stimulates you, electro music. All right? You remember that song, Push Me and Then Just Touch Me so I can get my satisfaction. And then it's just half-naked women and that, call on me. And they were in like their gym clothes and half-naked. Like, I don't know what it was with electro music, but when I went to those type of gigs, I wanted to have sex. So there must be something within that music that was driving me to think about sex. And like Katy Perry, I kissed a girl and I liked it. Guys, when that song came out, it was me in my prime nightclubbing. And I've told you this story multiple times. That song came on, I guarantee you, every club I was in, a girl kissed another girl. And I'd never seen it before. I'd never seen a girl kiss another girl. That song came out, and I was so excited. I was like, boys, Katy Perry's on. Surely there's a girl getting off with someone. Let's go check it out. Let's go for a walk. That's Satan. In the name of like lads being lads. So yeah, you become the lyrics. That's a great way of putting it, Nicola. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Please hit the like on your way out. I don't want to keep going. I have to get changed as well. I ain't coaching football in this shirt, guys. So I appreciate you all. Thank you all for your support. I don't want to force my faith on you. That's mine. You have your own journey. But I do want you to question what is going on in the world right now. Because it's not right. It ain't right. And ignorance is not bliss. It isn't bliss. There's nothing good about it, guys. So, yeah. Tobin was like number 72. So, Ollie's saying he took ecstasy with girls. He felt possessed on that drug. Why do you think when you get caught with drugs, you get caught with possession with drugs, Ollie? You literally get caught with possession with drugs if the police catch you with drugs. When you're drinking spirits. Spirits are entering your body. It changes you. I did some wild things when I was drunk. And I'm sure I did things that I don't even remember that I did. There'll be things in my life that I've done that I can't even remember doing that were probably insane whilst I was drunk on spirits. Now I don't drink shots. I don't go nightclubbing. I don't party trying to pick up a girl at 4 a.m. I see Satan now at those things, and God's led me away from that lifestyle. So yeah, I believe, again, listen to music. If you feel that music's having a negative say on you, you've got to turn it off. Just be more aware, guys, is what I'm going to say to you. Let's just become a little bit more aware. Okay? And God bless you all. Thank you all for watching. And God is great. Focus on him. But be aware of the devil, because if you're not, he's gonna look to devour you. Don't let him. Nicola, God bless you, band. Be in a band. Music's beautiful, guys. Sports are beautiful. Music's beautiful. Acting's beautiful. Expressing yourself is beautiful. Being creative is beautiful. There's levels. If Nicola's in a local band where 30 people watch her and she gets together with a group of people like Lockwood does, they make music and it's not mainstream and it's for the love of music, that ain't satanic. Me coaching these 4 boys later who are 11 years old, who are so excited to just play football for an hour, to be coached by me, that ain't satanic. It ain't satanic. Do you know what I'm getting at? Don't categorize everything as satanic. It's not. Satan's just infiltrated everything. So there's football, then there's professional football, then there's Champions League, then there's World Cup. There's all these levels towards it. Don't let him. I'm saying this because Satan ruined me for a year. I stopped watching movies. I refused to listen to music, and I quit coaching because I said sports are satanic. I quit coaching. I stopped watching movies. I stopped listening to music. I stopped going out. All right. I didn't want to be around anybody. I thought everything was satanic. Everything sucked. I'd never been like that in my life because I was always so positive. All right. Don't let him convince you that everything's satanic. Just know that everything is God, but Satan's infiltrated everything. And there's still good in the world. There's still a lot of good in the world and a lot of good people and nice people and a lot of joy to be had. But he wants to rob that joy from you. And ultimately, he wants to lead you away from God. You all know there's a God deep down. You all know there's a creator. All right? It's just blinded your heart and your mind. You all know deep down there's a creator. Look at the world. It's not just randomly here. Ain't random. Nothing's random. Nothing's a coincidence. The devil exists. The devil's lost. God has won. Pick a side. I'm on God's team. I'm going to go get changed. I appreciate you all. God bless you. God wins. Woo, baby!